Hey, what's up everyone? I'm Colby from Sanitarium Productions. We're back again with another G.I. Joe action figure review. In this episode, we're taking a look at the GIJoeClub.com exclusive Final 12 Figure 4 Sonic Fighters Viper. Very cool looking figure. I've always been a big fan of the Viper faction in general, and this time we actually get one of the cool Sonic Fighter versions of them. Nice new color deco going on. We don't get a cool backpack, but it is what it is. So the original Sonic Fighter Viper came out in 1989, 1990, 1991. When was it? Somewhere in that era. It's back when the original vintage figure stuff was starting to kind of peak and level off, I guess would be a better way of saying this. But we got a few of the figures from the Sonic Fighters line as part of the G.I. Joe Convention exclusives, and the G.I. Joe Club itself followed that up with the remaining figures from the line, as best they could do it anyways, in carded form. And that's what we got here as part of the Final 12 here. So, as you can see, it comes on a nice carded figure, carded packaging, sorry. Awesome looking figure in the package. Very cool artwork. We do have the Sonic Fighters logo down here at the bottom, along with little asterisks that says backpack with sound effects not included. Again, they couldn't really make the electronic thing work from a production standpoint or whatever, cost effectiveness, that kind of thing, but no big deal. On the back of this thing, we have the enlarged card art, and we have the file card itself. So we'll zoom in on here, if I can get the light to follow with me. And y'all can pause it right here to take a look and read all that cool stuff here from the Sonic Fighters Infantryman file card. Very nice though. We're going to go ahead and open this guy up and take a look at the figure itself. So if you're new to this line, this is the modern era line. It started with the 25th anniversary. The G.I. Joe Club itself kind of picked up where some of that retail stuff left off, and they've been giving us some really awesome figures down the pipeline, but they have ceased operation. Very cool looking. There's a nice picture of the actual file card itself minus the figure. Very cool looking. Awesome. So yeah, the G.I. Joe Club has kind of closed its doors, unfortunately. So we got this Final 12 wave that we're going through right now. And yeah, it's a sad day, but we do have what we have here. So anyways, back to the figure. We got a couple of pieces of tape holding some of the accessories on here. So let's go ahead and slice that off to get in here at the accessories and see what we got here. So we'll pull the figure out first. Very nice looking. We will zoom in here in just a moment and take a closer look at all of this stuff, but just get it out of the packaging first. A nice little submachine gun here. We have one of these crazy laser pistol things. I don't know. We have the cool Annihilator blaster pistol thing. I've always liked this weapon, but very cool. We have this awesome grenade launcher, mortar setup thing. Very nice. We have the nice cool golden backpack with grenades, and we get the figure stand. Very awesome stuff. We'll throw this to the side here, and let's go ahead and zoom in and start taking a look at the figure itself. So bear with me as we zoom. All we want to do is want to zoom, zoom, zoom. Yeah, I'm not a good singer, so slide this stuff over and get the camera to quit shaking. And it looks pretty good here. So, let's just start with the weapons themselves. Let's go with the figure stand. That's what I usually start with. So we have traditional 25th anniversary figure stand here, battle stand, raised Cobra logo on the top, 2 foot pegs, Cobra Viper logo on the front, code named. Beyond that, it's the standard 2007 copyright, same one we've had forever, but still a very nice battle stand here. I really like these things. Backpack. We have a really awesome golden backpack. I'll apologize if this kind of washes out a little bit. Maybe I can dial the light down a little bit here, but the gold color doesn't really work too well with these bright lights. Anyways, we got some really awesome detail on this thing here. Nice grenades. I can get my finger out of the way so it stays focused. Very cool detail all the way around on this thing. Nothing on the bottom here, but nice folds and everything right here. These have always been really awesome backpacks. You can zoom in a little bit there. See it a little bit better there. Very nice though. So this thing will peg into the figure's back. Got a nice large hole there. Pegs in very easily. Very nice job there. Standard backpack that we get with most of the Vipers here. So nothing really outstanding. Just a nice new gold color scheme there. So very cool. Let's go with the mortar. This thing has some really nice details in it. Again, it's in that nice gold color here. You do have a movable bipod. Folds up and down. Some nice detail work on it as well. Looks very cool. It has a closed barrel on it, I guess you could say. Some nice foot pegs. It does work really well as far as setting on the ground and standing up. You can extend that thing to whatever angle you want to. It's pretty cool though. It does make it a little hard for him to carry. We do have a little peg here. I don't think there's anywhere to peg it onto his backpack or anything, but so it's kind of a difficult to carry piece, but still nice that we get that cool little accessory piece. Let's take a look at the submachine gun here. Whoop. I have a tendency to drop these things all the time, so bear with me while I try not to do that. Not doing a very good job of not dropping it. Very nice looking detail work on this thing as well. Hopefully this is focusing okay. That gold again picks up the light really well and washes out very well. Anyway, a very cool looking submachine gun looking thing. Again, I'm not really a weapons guy, so I don't know exactly what this thing is supposed to be modeled after. If you know that, feel free to drop that in the comments section. That is always appreciated. I know a lot of y'all out there have a whole lot more knowledge about these things than I do, so feel free to drop that knowledge to us. And up next we got this cool, I guess this is technically that crazy laser weapon for the Sonic Fighter team. It's some sort of blast pistol. Again, it doesn't really have a whole lot of detail in it. A little bit of work here, there, and abouts, but really nothing crazy to write home about. Still a decent looking high-tech Sonic weapon, I guess is the best way of looking at it, but not a whole lot going on with that one. So the really creme de la creme in this particular set is going to be this cool pistol machine gun thing that I will drop as always. So this particular weapon originally came with, I want to say, the Annihilators, or was it the Target? Anyways, one of those cool Cobra Trooper thingies. This thing is really crazy looking, has an amazing amount of detail in it for what it is. I do like the fact that they painted the handles a different color than the body, so you got the black handles to go along with the gold rest of the thing. and some really cool like detail there in the clip. Very nice looking. This is a pretty great weapon, to be honest with you. I'm a little disappointed that we actually did not get the standard Viper assault rifle, because I've actually always loved that particular weapon, but for whatever reason we didn't get one of those in here, so it is what it is. Let's move on to the figure itself. We get a slightly updated version of the Cobra Viper, and as I stated in the past, I actually really have always loved the design of the actual Cobra Viper, and this is no exception here. Some really nice gold color accents here. The kind of brownish color kind of works, kind of reminds me of the Cobra Worms, which is kind of a cool thing. It's not really my favorite color scheme here, but it's not bad at all, to be honest with you. Again, we've got some really nice detail all the way around in here. Got the cool red face mask, the cool goggles. Got some awesome detail in the actual clothing itself. The Cobra logo right there kind of blends in a little bit too well, so it's kind of hard to see it, but it is there. Very nice looking. Really cool buckles and pouches and grenades. Cool armbandy things. Cool details on the back of the flak vest. Got more awesome details on the belts. Cool stuff down here on the boots and the legs. Just all around a really nice looking tactical infantry uniform. So yeah, very cool. I really do dig this thing quite a bit. Articulation wise, well actually before we get that, I'm curious here. The helmet looks like it might be removable, but it is actually glued in place, so it won't come off. And the goggles on the actual helmet itself also won't come off. They are glued in place. That's one of the main issues we've had with some of the previous Vipers, has been the fact that those goggles just don't sit very well and they tend to pop off. But they've glued this one in place, so you're actually, I think it's molded in place. I'm looking now to try to see. It may actually be just a. It looks more like a straight up mold than an actual glued on piece. So that's kind of cool. I do kind of prefer the ones that do pop on and off, but that's okay. Anyways, back to the articulation. The head does spin 360 degrees. We get plenty of up and down motion. We get plenty of side head tilt there, so that is very cool. We get a standard ball and swivel at the shoulder joints. Standard ball and swivel at the elbow joints. I don't know how well this shows up on the camera, but you do have the skin tone color here, and then the gold accent on the bracers. So that's nice. It looks much better in person. It looks kind of washed out to me on the little view screen that I've got here, so I don't know if that's actually, if it'll come across better when I actually upload this or not. But anyways, we also have a swivel and a rocker there at the wrist, so that is very awesome. I know some of the previous Vipers we've had have had issues with the wrists and the fact that they have kind of been molded in place, so it's nice to have that little update there. We do have the standard twist feature at the rib cage. We do get some ab crunch motion there going on there, so very nice there. Very good job with that. Standard T-hook at the waist, full front motion, pretty much full backward motion. Very awesome side to side motion. We do get, excuse me, the standard double knee joint here, which is very nice. We get a swivel and a rocker at the ankle joint. So, all in all, excuse me, I don't know why I'm coughing so much tonight. Very awesome figure here. I apologize for that. Very awesome figure here tonight with the this Sonic Fighter Viper. I really do dig this thing quite a bit here. It looks really cool. All the accessories are great. The backpack fits on there very easily. Really just awesome stuff here. Stick his weapons in here. So he can only carry 2 of the 4 weapons. We'll put this crazy laser thing in here. So you do get 4 awesome weapons, but he can only carry 2 of them at a time. You can kind of take one of the weapons and kind of stick it back here in his, kind of wedge it in place here with his backpack there. But it kind of sticks out a little bit, and this thing is just really hard to store anywhere, so it just kind of gets laid by the side there. But all in all, this is a really awesome looking figure. I like the new deco. I'm not in love with the new deco, but I do like it. But the overall detail work on the actual figure itself is great. I do like the updated version of this Viper body. Yeah, it just looks really cool, and it's a pretty awesome addition here. So if you don't have this particular figure already, for whatever reason, these final 12 figures aren't really going, they're not spiking too much on the aftermarket stuff. Again, you can only get them on the secondary market now because the store has closed down. But these things are pretty easy to come by, and you don't have to necessarily pay an arm and a leg just yet. That may change at any time now, so if you're really interested in this guy, you probably want to go swoop out there and pick one up soon rather than later. Because who knows, it may change tomorrow. If they do make a new announcement about a new movie or whatever their future plans are for the G.I. Joe franchise, this thing may skyrocket because it's a really awesome figure. So yeah, go pick this guy up. He is pretty badass. That's all the time we've got for today, so thanks for watching. Drop some comments down below. Let us know what you think of this Sonic Fighter Viper. If you'd like to see anything in future episodes, let me know that in the comments section as well. I'll do my best to see if I can get a hold of it and get it out in front of y'all. If you haven't already, feel free to subscribe to the channel. There's a little notification bell thing up there somewhere, at least for the time being. That you can click that and it'll let you know when we do post new content. I do try to get a new Joe video out every week, and try to have some other action figure stuff in between, and some other crazy projects that I'm working on scattered all the way around here. So anyways, I appreciate it. Till next time, Yo Joe! Or in this case, Cobra!